All right, guys, we are finally in Huaraz. It's been a while since I've made a video. There's been so much going on and I really wanted to record the trip here, but so much happened in a short period of time. The last couple of days have been super hectic. I can only start from the beginning, so here we go. About 2 days ago, right before we were about to leave to come here, our apartment that we were staying in, the Airbnb that we were staying in, the power went out. The person that runs that Airbnb has not responded to any of our emails since we've been staying there. She shows up whenever she wants to, and she's just overall not a really good landlord. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. She's so neurotic, I guess is a good word. We still have the plastic cover on our mattresses that she didn't want to take off because she didn't want to ruin the mattresses. That being said, when you roll over and you move on the mattresses, it sounds like garbage bags and crinkling paper because it's protected, but it makes it probably the most uncomfortable mattress we've ever been on. So 2 days ago, the power went out. We reached out to her, nothing. We sent emails, nothing. Airbnb even tried to contact her, nothing. So here we are leaving that night to come here on a bus, an overnight bus. It takes about 8 hours to get here from Lima, and she's not responding. We eventually just decided to leave the unit. We talked to Airbnb, so we got all of our stuff together. So we did 2 packs. We packed our world up, and then we packed a separate bags for when we're coming here. So after all of that was done, and we got to our new spot, we had about 2 hours before we had to get on the bus to come here. So then we get to the bus station. When we were trying to get on the bus, for whatever reason, it booked my name twice. Heather's name was not on the list of people getting on the bus. So we held the bus up for about 20 minutes. All right, here we go again. We're heading back up north to a place called Juarez. We're about to do some hiking, and it's gonna be really high. So because when I bought the tickets online, they wouldn't put our names. They have our passports, the bus is waiting on us to go. So we are waiting to get our passports back. But if the bus leaves, our bags are already on it, and they have our passports. So we would be so screwed right now if they were to walk off with them. And then after all that, we finally got on the bus and we finally got here. And then we pretty much just spent all day yesterday acclimating because we've gone from sea level to we're at 10,000 feet again. So a little sluggish, you know. It's tiring to breathe again. So here we are in Juarez, and now the adventure begins again. All right, now that Heather and I have put our world together, we have our final room that we're staying at. Last night they put us in a bigger room because they didn't see, or there was a mix-up with the reservations. So now we're in our final room, which they call the matrimony room. And this is the matrimony room. It's really nice. It's got the high ceilings. It's got a nice shower. It's got our own little balcony. We're on the top floor. And the view outside is so cool. And today, we're still trying to acclimate because, once again, we are at 10,000 feet. So it is really strenuous on the body for us to just be walking around and breathing. So today, we're going to walk around Juarez, and we're going to see what the town's all about on a Sunday afternoon. So here's another example of never trust the weather station. Look at it. It was supposed to be rainy the whole time we're here. There's not a cloud in the sky. For these small mountain towns, for the love of God, please do not trust the weather station because half the time it's absolute bullshit.
Yeah, so it was gonna be thunderstorming.
That's not happening.
Yeah, it's like 60% chance of rain. It's like,
Okay. I'm starting not to believe you, weather station. So for a town that only has 150,000 people that live in it, this place is packed on the weekends. There's so much stuff going on. Stands, food, restaurants, marching bands. Town buzzes on the weekends. You go, Juarez. They do not mess around in this country when it comes to fresh produce. They sell it on the street, and they sell it in bundles, and you could buy a huge bundle of it for like $1, which would easily be $50 worth in Seattle. And they also sell a lot of cocoa leaf here. It's in bags everywhere because they grow it in the mountains here, and it's legal. Heather may have gotten bird feed. We saw it in the store. And I mean, that looks like bird feed, doesn't it? Looks like that could be
Or
bird
like
feed.
quinoa, like
Quinoa that's been dehydrated.
or I don't know. It's not bird feed. It has some chocolate. Like really healthy with a little bit of chocolate.
I like that.
Yeah, kind of like earthy tasting.
Like a really healthy chocolate rice cracker.
Yeah.
It's currently 6:45 in the morning. We heard through some blogs that there is a secret hike that you can only get to by a bus that leaves from a gas station, and the locals know about it. It's not really a touristy spot. So our first hike in Juarez is going to be a secret one. We figured that would be a good way to start off. So now we just have to make sure that we catch the bus and find the bus before it leaves at 7:30. We're almost positive this whole town's hungover. They love to party here. Last night there was music playing, fireworks, the yelling that just kind of comes with it all. And now this town is a ghost town at the moment. There's like nobody here. And yesterday there were a shit ton of people here. So now that we've left the house, I have more time to tell you what's going on. There's a blog that says something about a secret hike that not a lot of tourists go to, where you have to catch a bus to get to it. And it leaves at this gas station up the street here. They don't really have a rough estimate. They said just be at the gas station by around 7 o'clock. So we're heading to this gas station, and we're gonna see if there's a bus there to take us to this hiking trail. That way we could kick off this hiking vacation with more of a tourist-free hike instead of just getting bogged down with all the zombies. Bus is here, we're getting on it. We're off on this trail. We got up here successfully. We're currently at 13,800 feet. That's pretty high. So I think it's gonna be nice and slow baby steps up this mofo at first. And I forgot the cocoa leaves. Yeah, so baby steps for sure. And then I'm gonna go back and give myself a cocoa leaf enema. Seriously, like breathing through a straw. 14,000 feet. Unless you're from here or you've lived at an altitude like this your whole life, it's not easy. We had to spend a few days here before we started hiking to acclimate. Otherwise, you get altitude sickness. And for those that have never had that before, picture a hangover that aspirin won't cure and no amount of water can fix. The only way to deal with it is time. Sitting there and waiting for it to go by. And if you have cocoa leaves, that also helps. But other than that, you just kind of have to deal with it. I was doing the math in my head the other day. Heather and I have done about 7 hikes since we started traveling. And if you need BB for scale, we've done about 7 hikes since we've traveled here. And we're about to bang out 5, hopefully, this week. So if you like these hiking videos, please hit like and please subscribe. I've been kind of doing a little bit of everything on these travel vlogs. I don't know if you've noticed that. I've been doing some food, I've been doing some hiking, and I've been doing some everyday life stuff. I'm just trying to show you guys, you know, a lot of the stuff that goes on while we're hiking, even as we're suffocating slowly to death as we hike up stairs. Honestly, that's probably the best way to describe this hike. Picture yourself going up a flight of stairs, but you have to breathe through a straw, Capri Sun straw. That's all you get. But the view is literally breathtaking. if you put yourself through the pain. On the way here, some of the people were telling us there's a part of this hike where we have to scale a rock wall and hold nothing but a rope. So I had no idea we could possibly die on this secret hike, but that rock wall right there, we have to scale that. Or so we've been told. We'll see if it's actually true when we get up there. This is that traversing I'm talking about. You see this rubber rope? You see this rubber rope right here? That is getting us up to the top there. And if you look down below, it's a couple 100 feet down. If you were to fall, you would die. I've never been on a hike like this before. This hike definitely makes you feel alive. So not only did we catch the hitchhiking bus, we found it early in the morning. We almost missed it. Actually came at 7 instead of 7:30. We hiked up this mountain. We reached this secret location that only the locals know about and word of mouth through blogs. And it's snowing. Yeah. Today's a win. We win. You go, Peru. We're so high right now. Look at this shit. It's all a glacier. This is rad.